Cool, we're recording. Great. So we've looked at templates, and in our code base, we have parse and execute and parse glob, and then using init, right? So we saw this here using init, and if you ever see those dots there, it's just kind of collapsing my code to hide the imports. And we saw that, and then we looked a little bit last week at passing data in. And so here's like the first example of passing data into a template. And so execute template takes in the writer you want to write to, the name of the template you want to execute, and then data. And the data could be of any type. So every type implements the empty interface because every type has no methods. It's kind of cool. And so, right, when we do that one, we can pass in any type of data. So this passes in 42. And then the way we access that in here is with the dot. So that's how we pass in data. We do 2 curly braces in our template, dot, and that's the current piece of data. And then also, you know, the ending curly braces. So if I was to modify my previous code right here on main, let me just get rid of this one. And that one. I could pass in data here. So instead of just having nil, I could pass in 40 and 42. I'm actually going to simplify this a little bit. I'll leave these as nil just so we have a point in time. And I'll do another one. Control C here. New folder. New directory 037 data. And then inside there, we'll just do 01. And inside 01, we'll do main. And we'll also have a directory with templates. And then inside there, we will have a new file, and it'll be default.go HTML. And we will also have about.go HTML. And then on this, we have package main. And then we're going to have a TPL, var TPL, pointer to from package template, type template, and then func init to initialize it all. And TPL will be equal to template.must, it's that function. And template.must takes in exactly what template.parseGlob returns, which is an error, and template must takes in an error and something of type template. Something of type template, pointer to template, and an error, that's what must takes in. And parseGlob returns a pointer to a template and an error. So it returns a pointer to a template and an error, and must, I lost my main, I accidentally closed it. And must takes in a pointer to a template and an error. So the cool thing about that code right there is when this executes, it returns exactly what this needs as arguments. That's kind of nice. And then we're going to look in templates for anything that has the extension Go HTML. So that'll parse them all, and then we need our func main. And in our func main, I'm going to create a file, one, error, colon equal, os.create. And this will be default.html. And check that error. And then we'll do the same again, but for F2. And we need to close these. because they're files. And then next, we want to write to them. So we're going to do tpl.execute template, and we're going to write to F1, and we want to write default.go HTML, and then we're going to pass in some data. So I might pass in 42. And so for that template, default.go HTML, current piece of data gets passed in right there. And then the next one, tpl.execute template, well, same deal. And I need to catch all the errors and everything. Error. And I think colon equal. I just need to do equal. And the reason that if you have two things, right? Like if I have two things here, short declaration operator, you could still use it because this is being declared. But if I have one and it's already declared, you can't redeclare it. And then if error is not equal to nil, and I can just do panic and pass in F1 execute error. Does panic take in multiples? Panic V just takes in so panic only takes in one deal, but log fatal, right, variadic, unlimited. So I'm going to go just pass in error, panic error. There we go. And then the next one, and we'll do F2. And if I wanted to, I could pass in like a slice of data. So slice event, colon equal, and it's going to be a slice event. And so here we have the type, we have the curly braces. So this is a composite literal. I'm composing together a bunch of literal values, composite literal. And this could just be whatever, bunch of numbers. And I could pass in this. And then in that template, slice of int. That's in the default. This one's going to be about. And then when I run that, this is 3701. I'll build all those files, and I called them both default. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. There we go. So there's the data from about, and here's the data from default. So it's passing data in, just getting started with it. So why don't you take the template you already have and just pass in a piece of data and run it and see it work.